Hello. We are so excited to be back with you to share more information about the Jubilee Juice Feast. The demand has been outstanding and overwhelming, and everyone wants to know exactly what to do to get started on the Jubilee Juice Feast. Well, we're going to share with you today some principles that you need to go forth. Also, we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty and tell you the materials and the supplies that you will need for a successful Jubilee Juice Feast. The first thing that I want to share with you all on today is you have to have a goal. We're going to set some goals for ourselves so that we will know what it is we're trying to accomplish. And as you can hear the baby in the background, I told you we're real people. You're going to get to know us and our family, and we have a baby. So, going right ahead, we need to write the vision. The Bible tells us in Habakkuk, chapter 2, verses 1 through 3, you can read it at your own leisure, that we must have a vision. And we must write the vision down and make it plain. And that at an appointed time, that vision will come to pass. I want to encourage you out there that before you even set your mind on juicing and just drinking juices, that you set goals for yourselves, because this is the time for mental, spiritual, and physical liberation. I want to encourage you to get out a piece of paper, grab a journal book, go to your laptop, your desktop, and sit down and really take time to meditate upon what it is that you would like to see come to pass in the 50 days that you will be juice feasting. Now, after having done that, we need to remind ourselves of the principle that we're trying to set forth in our lives. And that comes from 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 1. And I'm going to read it for you. It says, "Having therefore these promises, dearly beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh and spirit, perfecting holiness in the fear of God." Now, many of us, especially those of us out there who are Christians, have totally agreed with the concept of cleansing our spirits from anything that defiles. But it has been my experience in Christendom that when we begin to talk about actually cleansing this fleshly body of things that defile, all of a sudden, there's nothing that defiles us, when the Bible clearly teaches that we must cleanse our flesh as well as our spirits. Now, this Jubilee Juice Feast is going to do just that. We are going to be cleansing from inside out and in the spiritual realm. Now, let me give for you a framework of how this Jubilee Juice Feast will work. You're going to be doing 50 days of nothing but pure fruit juice and vegetable juice. No fiber, no salads, no nut snacks, no bites into an apple. You're going to put it all in your juicer or in your blender, and you're going to drink the blood of the grape. You're going to drink the blood of the plants, where all the protein and the vitamins and the enzymes and the minerals are in abundance. These things are going to go into your body and help you to cleanse, repair, and then begin to rebuild your body. Now, people have been asking, well, what can I juice? Any type of vegetation, with very few exceptions, can be juiced on the juice feast. For instance, I had an abundance of green leafy vegetables such as romaine, spinach, endive, escarole, red leaf, green leaf, collards, kale, turnips. And then I did plenty of root vegetables such as beets, carrots. I even juiced yams and sweet potatoes, okay? So every vegetable out there that you can think of can be juiced or even blended, okay? And my husband will talk more about juicing and blending later. But you are going to need a juicer and a blender for the juice feast, or a juicer and or a blender for the juice feast. Now, many people have been asking, will I have the energy to carry on my normal routine from day to day? And the answer is absolutely. What you are going to be drinking is at least, did you hear me? At least 1 gallon of fresh vegetable and fruit juices a day. Now, you can drink more than that, but you need at least a gallon to keep your normal routine. Once again, we're feasting, not fasting right now. We recommend that 3 of those quarts of juice that you drink a day should be the vegetable juices, and only 1 quart should be fruit juices. Because we all know that fruit juices are high in sugars, and although they are natural sugars, we don't want to spike our glycemic indexes too much. And for those of you who may be diabetic or may be suffering from things such as candida, you may need to rule out all sweet fruits on this 50-day juice feast until maybe the last part of your juice feast if your body has completely rebounded and recovered. But I would recommend that if you are diabetic or dealing with some kind of bacterial, fungal overgrowth, parasitic action, that you reduce the sugar and only use those fruits such as lemon, lime, and some people consider cucumber as a fruit. So I want you to focus on those fruit juices if you have problems with blood sugar levels. Now, as far as fruits that can be juiced or blended, the imagination is your guide. Apples, oranges, grapes, ginger root, what else did I do? Tomato. I had a plethora of fresh, creative fruit juices. So don't be afraid to experiment, and I'm sure later on the website we'll be posting some of our favorite juice recipes. Another question was, well, I'm on an exercise routine, will I be able to continue exercising? And my question is yes, but I do want to caution you. Your body will be working probably harder than it has ever worked before, cleansing. And although you won't be able to see what is going on inside your body, it is working very hard, cleaning up all the filth that we have put into our body for many, many years. So I would recommend on the first few days to the first maybe 21 days of your Jubilee Juice Feast that you engage in walking outside in the fresh open air with the sunshine beaming down on your body. And when you walk outside in the open fresh air like that, you are getting many benefits. That oxygen is going in, oxygenating your bloodstream. You are exhaling carbonic acid. The sunshine is increasing your blood's capacity to contain oxygen. It's boosting your energy. It is making cholesterol that lays up under the skin, is converting it to the precursor of vitamin D. Many things are happening as you walk outside in the fresh open air. Another exercise that you may want to engage in is rebounding. Many people in their homes now have a mini trampoline, and you can get on that and just bounce, have fun, do different types of exercises. And I know around here we have great fun with the rebounder. Now, many people are lifting weights and they want to know, can I continue lifting weights or even build body mass while I am doing the Jubilee Juice Feast? And the answer is once again, absolutely. But while I recommend the first 21 days of a slow process while you allow your body to cleanse, and then when your body is ready to rebuild, you can begin moderate weightlifting. And during this time, I really want to encourage you to get to know the house that you live in. I'm not talking about the physical surroundings around you. I'm talking the very body that houses your spirit, that houses your mind. Get to know it because it will be speaking to you. And so if on